Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Vishal. I'm a network security engineer and cyber security engineer. In this tutorial, I'll be demonstrating you the DHCP Starvation Attack. If you find this video useful, please hit the like and subscribe my channel. And before I start this demo, I strongly recommend, and please never ever do that in the production network. I mean, it's illegal to do so. In the worst case scenario, you may even end up in jail. So please do perform this test in your lab environment, lab setup, for the learning purpose only. So let's start. So let's take a look at the topology. Here I have the Kali Linux server in the EVNG, which is running the latest version of the Kali Linux. I have connected one of the interface of the Kali Linux to the internet. So in case if I need it, I can download the new tool from the internet. I mean the Kali Linux repo. And another leg is connecting to this switch, so the Kali Linux can perform some attacks from this interface to this lab network here in the EVNG. And I have this Windows 10 PC here, which will be using also the DHCP server assigned from the DHCP server. So and I have a switch. This is just a Cisco viral switch which is running the default configuration. I mean as simply as a switch, and then here is the router. The router I have configured these GI00 interface and GI0/1 interface. So let's take a look what did I configure here. So as you can see here, I have configured the IP addresses of this interface, and I have configured this IP helper address here, and also I typed no shut command to bring up the interface. That's all. The IP helper address means if this interface here receive any DHCP discover packets, it will encapsulate the message and forward it to the DHCP server here. If you don't know how DHCP really work, you can read it. I mean, there are a lot of documentation available online. This is also part of the CCNA course. You may find it the information out there. So this is I mean, in this demo we won't be talking much about this how DHCP really work here. So let's verify another interface. So this interface is currently using this 10.10.10.1 IP and /30. So I have configured this IP address here on this interface, and I bring up the interface by issuing the no shutdown command. And let's check this DHCP server. So here in the DHCP server, what I did here is I configure a scope, DHCP scope, which is the 192.168.1.0 subnet. I mean that we'll be using in this network. So the usable IPs start from 192.168.1.10 and 192.168.1.254. So the least duration, I did not modify anything. It is default as it is, the 8 days. And the as a scope option, I just add this the, the router ID, the routing interface of this network. 192.168. I just added over there. That's all. So we will go back to this address list and try to refresh it here. Okay, the PCP is currently also having the subnet. So what I'll do now is I will delete this PCP. I will shut down the PCP, and it should not be gaining IP address automatically because it's not the Windows. If it is a Windows device, it will try to validate the IP address if the lease is not expired yet, and trying to validate with the DHCP server again. So what I'll do is I'll try to start the PC again. Hopefully it should not be requesting automatically. Trying to validate the DHCP server. So okay, it's not. So that's the reason I use this PCP here. Okay, so now what I will do is I'll go to the Kali Linux and I will try to perform the attack. Before I start it, I will also try to capture the packet here on the DHCP server connector interface, and also trying to monitor the scope here in the DHCP server. So before the attack, the utilization is 0% because only one address here in this Windows 10 PC is using. So I will go back to Kali Linux, then I will go open the CLI. Make sure before you start you need to install this sudo apt install Yersinia. So this Yersinia tool is used to perform this attack simulation. So let's start the Yersinia by sudo Yersinia. First we are trying to see what are the available options for this Yersinia. So you will see here, because we want to start with the graphical mode, we will be using G later on, and I is the interactive mode, and D is the demo mode. You can explore more about this if you want, and you can also issue the debug commands, but we won't be doing that today. We will just try to start the graphical GUI of this Yersinia tool. Now what I will do is I will type G to start the GUI. And since we won't be doing any other tag, so we will just be doing DHCP. So I'll select DHCP here, and I will click launch attack. Before that, let me verify only. Okay, we will be doing on this ETH0. Okay, so connecting the interface connecting to the Cisco switch here. So now what I can do now is I can start the attack. So I'll click the launch attack. Then I will select DHCP discover packet. Then I will click OK. So after some time, what I'll do is I will try to list attack, and I will try to stop the attack. Now we will try to refresh the scope in use. Before we refresh it, it's 0%. So let's do the refresh here. So as you can see here, it's fully utilized. It's become 100%. but it takes some time. As you can see here, it takes some time to reflect the this DHCP least you you cannot see, even though the server is fully utilized 100%, you still cannot see the DHCP address list here. This one you need to wait. So before we do the waiting, we will try to see this DHCP discovery packets. And the DHCP offer packet here. So the client MAC address here is the A172. Let's take a note and let's try to look at another. The client MAC address. You see it's changed here. The Kali Linux here is using the random MAC address, as you can see here. Source MAC address can be from it will use any random MAC address here. You see, as you can see here, it's keep changing its source MAC. It's like it's trying to use the random MAC address to for this DHCP discover messages. Now 7804 and now 75BA. So let's go back to the server and try to refresh here again. I think it's happened here. The thing is, if you cannot see the DHCP list packet here, you won't be able to delete it and release this list addresses from the DHCP server database. And if you go to the Windows Server console here, so just now what time it is? It's 12:28. So there is a warning message here saying that the scope demo is out of IP addresses. So we will try to close this and we will try to start this at DHCP manager again. Hopefully we should be able to see all the address occupying here. Not yet. Because in the normal scenario, the DHCP server should never receive this this kind of bulk request. So it may take some time. So while we are waiting for this, we also go to the PC2 and try to do the IP DHCP. It should fail because the DHCP server don't have any IP address that can be assigned to this PC2 here. As you can see here, there is a message saying that cannot find the DHCP server. So let's take a look at in the Wireshark. What does it say here? Yeah, the client here, just keep sending the offer packet, but there is no the discover packet, but there is no offer packet from the DHCP server. Even though here is showing that it's 100% utilized, still cannot see this address. Yeah, only one. Oh, now you can see here. These are the list of, fake DHCP requests, but it's actually, assigned by the DHCP server. The DHCP server have already given the least expiration time 8 days. So this is, so if you want to release all this clear all the lease addresses, so what you can do is you can click Control A here in the DHCP server, and whatever you don't want to clear, you just click Control and click to unselect it, then right click and you can delete it. So after you delete it, you will see that as a display static here, you see only 1% in use. Now if we go back to this PC2 again, the PC2 should be able to get the DHCP from the DHCP server. Okay, so that's it for the today video. If you find this video useful, please don't forget to click like and subscribe my channel. And one more time, please do not perform this attack on the production network. It's illegal to do so. Thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye.